Okay, so let's get started. I have Sarace here. She has the blonde wig that I bought and the kitty ears on that I bought from Junkie Spot just to show. I was just playing around. So I'll get this wig off and we will get started on the body reveal. First thing I will have her do for you is stand up. Her legs do like to kick. She is a kicker, as most of the other owners I've talked to, whenever they try and dress her and everything, she does love to kick. So adjusting the feet is easy. Kind of put them flat to the table. Okay, and there we are. She is standing. I have yet to suede her, and her ankle joints are kind of weak, and that's where I have to fidget around to try and get her to stand, is right here at her ankles. So I think once I suede her and everything sticks a little better, I think she will she'll stand a lot nicer. Here we are. I have Sarace turned to you, to the camera, and I'm going to show you the top of her head. I like to start going from top to bottom as far as dolls go, just because it sounds easier. Her head cap is a normal twist and lift. It has the wings sets here, you can see, and then the grooves up at the top and the bottom that the wings set in catty corner, and then you just snap back in. She has a normal S hook. Oops, there, if I can get to it. Normal S hook, and that's where you pull up and twist and you take her head off that way, because you just turn the S hook and you can see the hole there. Put down her eye putty. Alrighty, so we'll get her head back together. I personally like magnets more. Lath's head is a magnet, and I've had less issues with his head than with hers. I'm having a hard time getting it back on for some reason. But, okay, well, with her head, whenever I first got her, I honestly didn't know how her head opened up. There wasn't any other reviews, and I didn't know how to do it. Maybe this is wrong. Maybe I have it backwards. We'll see. Oh, yep, I had the head cap on backwards. That's my fault. I didn't know how it opened, and so whenever I was fidgeting with getting her wig on, it slipped out of place really easily. And yeah, you can see, like, I barely touched it, and it kind of just opened up. So that's something I do not like about her model, and I just personally do not like this type. So I think once I get enough gonads, I'm going to mod her and put some magnets either in the sides just to get them to stay a little bit better, because that just slips off way too easily for me, just messing around with putting her wigs on, because I have a lot of trouble with wigs, as you guys all know from lace videos. Wigs just do not like me, and I need to find some that do. Moving on, the way her head works, it's pretty nice. It's just the head sitting on the neck region. She can look down, she can look to the sides. Not really much movement side to side, but looking down and looking up, without that gap there, she can do pretty well looking up. I did notice the fact that her neck, I mean, most BJDs you see this, but her neck is extremely long. So the torso is, let's get her arm back. It's two parts. We've got the top part that contains her breast right here and her shoulders, and then the bottom part that has the abdomen and her booty. And so the crease is right here, and that crease allows her to bend backwards just a little bit, but it's enough, and it's dramatic, and you can tell that there is a greater curve. One of the other things I do not like is actually how much it curves. It's very pretty and it's very stylized, but it is very hard to work with. The only clothes I have for her right now that I bought is that schoolgirl outfit. It just doesn't work very well for her. The way that her back is arched, the front of the shirt pokes out because of her boobs, and then her skirt does not fit right because of how big her booty is because of this arch. It is very pretty whenever you're modeling her naked, and I do personally like the way that it looks and it feels, and it's nice and smooth, but it doesn't have a lot of potential whenever you're trying to put clothes and just trying to position this around. Okay, so talking about the arms, her shoulders have this weird, I say it's weird because it doesn't work for me, but it's not like lathes where it's just the shoulder into the socket. It has a piece right here that fits with the socket and the shoulder. But it has notches, and I can see the notches in not very well. They're not dug in very well, and so these notches don't click like some dolls do. Some dolls click and they click into place and they model really well. But no, this just doesn't pose very well as far as shoulders go. She can do up and down pretty well because that's normally what the string wants to do. If you pull it sideways, it'll stay, but anything in between, you have to really play with it to try and get it to stay, or else she'll like smack herself. But both shoulders have that, and they don't lock, and I really hope sueding will help. So, like I said, she is a double jointed. She has the peanut as her elbow joint there, and her knees and her elbows have the sort of boning type look right here, where it's a little bit curved, and it sits into place whenever you have her arms straight. So you can see her elbow. See the joint? There we go. See the joint where it has like a little U shape right there? So that sits nicely into place, and her arm stays straight. Her wrists do really well. She has nice movement in her wrists. She can twist and turn and point and do all this stuff. The hands on the sculpt are very pretty, but of course it's the natural BJD where you wouldn't hold your hands that way. Kind of hurts, but it's very pretty, and she has long nails. So that's the only issue I have because of how kicky and how punchy she is at me whenever I'm trying to get her clothes on. She will smack herself in the face a lot, because you can just see how her arm moves and how it wants to sit like this all the time. So her leg is a normal socket joint right here. There's no extra little piece like in her shoulders. It goes from there, and then there's actually another piece here that you can twist her leg back and forth and without affecting where the joint is here. So you can get a really high kick and you can turn her leg out. And I like to sit her with her legs out like this because that's personally the best without her legs getting in the way of herself. So that twisting movement actually helps me. Okay, moving on. Her knees are the double jointed, and it's got the peanut there, and it's got a really exaggerated kneecap. So whenever she has her stockings on, I have the leggings that have the chains on them I bought from Dalmore, I believe. But whenever she has those on, you can tell, and it's definitely exaggerated as far as where the knee is. Okay, as I said before, with her standing, her ankle joints are pretty weak, and they have a lot of movement. There's no extra little piece in there. It's just the shoulder that has the extra piece. This is the area that I need to suede the most, because whenever she's standing, she'll do this. She'll do like Lath did whenever I first introduced him, to where the ankle joints are just so weak and then they topple forward. I think I covered everything that I was questioning when I was looking for this doll. Not every doll that is double jointed will work like other double jointed dolls. I have noticed this. I only had a single jointed before, and so I thought a double jointed would be an automatic step up. But I have noticed that there are things that you just need to do your research on and that you need to look for whenever it comes to what type and what it can do. And I personally would like more body reviews for a lot of different dolls, so you know what you're getting for your money, because these dolls are expensive. You know, if you're getting into the hobby, that they do cost a pretty penny. I hope this video has helped you, and if you have any questions whatsoever, I will either get back to you in the comments, or I will do a video response to your question, or I'll just do another video covering the things that I missed. But hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful day. It's currently blizzarding outside today, and I absolutely love the snow, but I thought today, since I didn't work, would be a good day for me to get my dolly stuffs done. So hopefully I'll see you guys later, and Have fun with your dollies. Bye, everyone. Say bye, Sarace.